ARMYs can't believe it. Just from Arirang Practice, Taehyung got a big project offer from America. Hello ARMY all around the world. Welcome back to BTS Fans channel. Before we start today's story, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share it with other ARMY friends around the world so we can continue sharing amazing BTS stories together. Now, wait a moment. Don't scroll yet. Because today we're going to talk about a moment that started as a simple practice session, but ended up making many people in the industry suddenly pay attention to one person. Kim Taehyung. And according to some discussions circulating among production teams, this moment may have even caught the attention of a major producer from the United States. So what actually happened? Let's start from the beginning. This story began inside a quiet practice studio, a place that has become almost like a second home for BTS. Inside that room are large mirrors, wooden floors, speakers playing music, and countless hours of hard work that BTS has poured into perfecting their performances over the years. On that particular day, BTS was preparing something very special. A performance inspired by Arirang. For many people in Korea, Arirang is not just a traditional song. It is a symbol of history. A symbol of emotion. A symbol of the Korean people's journey through time. Because of that, whenever artists reinterpret Arirang, it often carries a deeper meaning than a typical performance. And when BTS decided to prepare their own interpretation of Arirang, many people knew that they would approach it with sincerity and respect. The practice session started like any other BTS rehearsal. The music began to play softly. The members stood in their positions. RM discussed some structural ideas with the creative team. J-Hope carefully watched every detail of the choreography. Jimin focused on how the movements could match the emotional flow of the music. Jungkook tried several parts of the choreography again and again to make sure the rhythm felt perfect. Everything looked normal. Just another rehearsal day for BTS. Until Taehyung started to move. At first, he followed the choreography as planned. His movements were smooth. His steps were light. His facial expression was calm and focused. But after a few moments, something slightly different began to appear. Taehyung started adding small details to his movements. Not big changes. Just subtle adjustments. A slightly longer hand movement. A slower step. A turn of the body that carried more emotion. But those small details slowly began to capture everyone's attention. Because Taehyung didn't look like he was simply following choreography anymore. It felt like he was telling a story through movement. Some staff members who had been working quietly suddenly paused. They looked toward the center of the room. Because something interesting was happening. Taehyung wasn't just dancing. He seemed to be interpreting the feeling of Arirang through his body. When the music reached a more emotional section, Taehyung made a small improvisation that wasn't originally part of the choreography. He stepped forward slowly. Then he turned his body with a gentle motion. His hand lifted slightly into the air, almost as if it was following the melody itself. For a brief moment, the practice room felt different. Some of the BTS members even paused their movements. J-Hope looked at Taehyung with a proud smile. Jimin watched carefully, clearly appreciating the artistic expression. And Jungkook, standing nearby, jokingly said, "Hyung, that wasn't in the choreography." The room filled with light laughter. But behind that laughter, everyone seemed to agree on one thing. What Taehyung had just done looked beautiful. Practice continued afterward. No big announcements. No dramatic reactions. Just another rehearsal moment that seemed small at the time. However, one of the production staff members had recorded a short portion of the practice. It wasn't meant for public release. It was simply a practice recording. The clip wasn't very long. Maybe just a few dozen seconds. But within that short clip was the exact moment when Taehyung's improvisation changed the atmosphere of the room. At first, the video was only seen by a few people within the production team. Then it was shown to several others involved in related projects. And slowly, the clip began circulating among a few professionals in the entertainment industry. Eventually, the video reached someone unexpected. A well-known producer from the United States. This producer has been involved in several international creative projects that combine music, performance, and cinematic storytelling. When he first watched the clip of Taehyung's practice moment, he reportedly stayed quiet. He watched the video once, then played it again, and again. According to people present during that moment, the producer eventually said something simple. This performer has a very cinematic presence. In the international entertainment industry, the word cinematic is often used to describe performers who can create a powerful emotional atmosphere, almost like watching a scene from a film. And according to that producer, Taehyung had that quality. When he learned that the performer in the video was Kim Taehyung from BTS, his curiosity only grew stronger. Soon, small informal discussions began. Nothing official. No contracts announced. But there were early conversations about the possibility of future collaboration in a creative international project. When this information began circulating among ARMY communities, the reaction online was immediate. Many fans were surprised. But at the same time, many said they were not surprised at all. Because ARMY have long believed that Taehyung has a unique artistic aura. There is something about the way he performs, the way he expresses emotion, the way he moves naturally between music, art, and storytelling. Some fans even describe Taehyung as someone who can feel like a K-pop idol, a contemporary dancer, and a cinematic performer all at once. And maybe that is exactly why people in the global entertainment industry continue to notice him. But what makes this story truly fascinating is something very simple. Everything began with a normal practice session. No stage lights. No huge audience. No millions of viewers. Just a rehearsal room. A traditional melody. And a performer who allowed himself to feel the music deeply. Sometimes the most powerful moments happen when no one is trying to create a big moment at all. Just a small improvisation. A spontaneous expression. A moment of honesty in art. And if one day Taehyung truly appears in a major international project because of this moment, many people may look back and remember this simple story. A rehearsal for Arirang. A spontaneous movement. And Kim Taehyung quietly reminding the world that true artistry often begins with authentic emotion. Now we want to ask you, ARMY. If Taehyung really joins a big international project in the future because of moments like this, would you be surprised? Or have you always believed that Taehyung's talent would eventually capture the world's attention? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to BTS Fans channel, like this video, and share it with other ARMY around the world. Because in the world of BTS, even a simple practice session can become a story that inspires millions.